Okay, we are live.
Should make
Need to set
commercials.
your enemy's ships on fire, but don't have time to wait? Come on down to Bob's Ready-Made Ballista Mart.
When difficulty strikes, one must avoid the difficulty. I slap him.
Okay, you slap him in the face.
What's your point, lady?
He's not a demigod either.
But I am! What's up? And I high-five someone else.
But this is magical as fuck, guys.
Put that on a shirt.
He said butt long black hair.
Butt long black hair.
Thank you very much.
The dwarf leans forward and like starts to put a hand on your cheek and rips a fart.
I love a strapped man muscles that can buy me wine.
I think this is the only time in D&D I've ever had to be like, all right, well, when does this creature poop? Oh, welcome to Misscliks D&D. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know when the intro is about to end, and so I had my headset off momentarily. So, welcome back to Misscliks, everyone. How are you guys doing?
Hello.
Good, you?
Good, good.
Neil's great. He's a married man now.
Yeah.
That's what they tell me.
Married
Did
man.
you update your relationship status on Facebook?
It
Aw.
remains Nope, I've never had a relationship status on Facebook, and I probably never will.
Neil doesn't get defined that way.
I don't know. It just seems really cheesy and lame. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
Facebook
like,
very much.
All those people in the world, like all those millions who have their Facebook status on Facebook, so cheesy, so lame. You guys suck.
Sure.
Is it
Whatever.
on your Facebook, Anna?
Yeah.
You guys. You guys.
Mine is hidden.
Dude, Neil's wedding was so fun, though. I'm sorry that you guys didn't get to come all over in Canada, but holy cow, it was fun.
I heard there was dinosaurs.
There
There
were
were so many dinosaurs.
there were lots
I
of
had
dinosaurs.
a dinosaur temporary tattoo on my neck.
Everyone
and one
everyone except for Lauren had dinosaur temporary tattoos on them.
Why didn't she have
Actually,
one?
that.
I don't somehow that she just never got one. They were everywhere on all the tables, but she just
It
everyone
was
had
really
them.
funny because there were like 2 kids or so. There were only a very few kids. And they were like picking out ones they liked and like collecting them after all the adults had been playing with them. And me and one other girl were like, oh, those kids are taking all the tattoos. Or like trying to snatch them so they wouldn't take them. And then we felt really bad about ourselves. But yeah, it was fun.
It was a
I
good
always
time.
end up hurting myself a little bit at any of Neil's parties, but that means that I had a good time.
Oh yeah, how'd you hurt yourself this time?
Oh, I was dancing and I was wearing these high heels. I was like, oh, screw these high heels. I'll take these off because I was dancing so much. And then I was dancing with Neil's brother, who's like a pro salsa dancer, and he was twirling me around so much in my bare feet, and I was having such a good time that I just wore off the soles of my feet dancing. For the rest of the night, I was like, walking around. And then I fell asleep at the after party, and Neil hit me with a pillow to wake me up. And
Yeah.
I tried to punch him.
Yeah. Anna was at the after
didn't
party being like, oh, my back hurts. I don't want
I
to do
know.
anything. I'm going to go to bed.
I stayed up till like 2. Don't even. And my back did hurt.
Did you do a honeymoon?
Not really. We kind of just went back to her parents' guest house out in that region and hung out there for a few nights, including the big storm that came through that region, like knocked out the power and broke down all these trees over the roads that we were actually literally stranded with no internet or power or way of
That must have
means of
been
escape.
really nice for you. No
Yeah.
internet.
It was like, oh, well, no one can come find us, and we can't do anything, and we just have lots of cake and pizza left over. There were long periods of time where Lauren and I, like, in our bathrobes, standing at the counter, which comes up to, like, almost chest level, with forks, just, like, eating the cake in silence, just like, for, like, 10 minutes, and then we'll look at each other and giggle, and then just go back to eating cake.
Did you keep all the cake?
I mean, all the cake that wasn't eaten.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. The dinosaur team, yay.
Yeah, we had these big, like, 7-foot tall. Well, there was one that was like 7 feet tall and maybe 13 feet long. It was a big metal brachiosaurus. And then we had 2 smaller ones that were like 6 feet tall and 4 or 5 feet long. That my wife's mother, my mother-in-law,
Wife.
that my mother-in-law managed to borrow from the nursery nearby, which was awesome.
Do you already call her your wife? Is it like easy now? Or
No,
is
it was
like...
fucking weird. It's so weird.
It stays weird for a long time, man. It's still kind of weird for me. I've been married over 2 years.
Yeah. Well.
Well, Jen, what about your husband?
Well, actually, we just got engaged. No, I'm just...
Oh la la.
no.
La, la, la.
That was like the most French thing I've ever seen you do.
Oh, the oh la la. Oh yeah, we do say that in Quebec.
Yeah.
Oh
It's not
like
even like
the most French thing ever. When we imitate French people, we say that. Ooh la la.
you guys would never say oh la la like ever.
We say it only if it's like a sexy French thing. Ooh la
Only as
la.
a joke to pretend that we're French.
Yeah.
Great. We actually use it as a
Yeah, that's true.
comeback.
That one is an accurate one. However, the ho 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 is totally, there's nothing like ho ho ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
Croissant.
All right. Well, we're
Alright.
supposed to play D&D, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons or something like that. So, where last we left the party, you guys were in the Crater Impact, having rescued Arcas, who apparently had made friends with the dragons anyway. And you had the Red
Oh
Fox
yeah, the
with
dragon
you.
thought he was a cool bro.
Yeah, you brought the 2 cows. The dragons munched on the cows, and you guys left with the Philosopher's Stone or the Luck Stone or whatever the stone's called, and you are trekking back to Sky Shard. So we come in on the party a day later, $1 shorter, and walking into Sky Shard.
And by the way, if you are watching, you will notice that Pat Rothfuss is not here, even though you guys are so awesome and you raised $1,000 for World Builders, which is amazing. But Pat had something come up and couldn't make it this week, but he will be back next week to make good on his promise to be on the show again, which is great. And he said that if you guys come up with some creative way for him to do penance, he is totally all ears. So
What's penance? What does that mean?
to atone, to like pay back for the fact that he is not here. So if you guys have some sort of punishment you would like to dole out to him, we will take suggestions in the chat. Make that your mission, mods.
Like not trying to kill us as a party member would be nice.
That is true.
So anyway, Neil, I don't know what's happening to Fox. What's his name? Fox?
The Red Fox. Well, you guys travel
Red
with him, and he's with you as... I mean, I'll play him if you need any interactions with him until we get to where we're going with him. So.
Okay.
Okay.
But you guys are entering Sky Shard? Sky Shard. Sky Shard. Yeah. Right about now. You walk into town. You see there's people hustling and bustling about. You know, you've already passed through the farmlands. It's a fairly nice afternoon. A few clouds coming through the sky, but you know, high cumulus clouds. They're nice and billowy. The sun's out. It's a warm, pleasant sort of day. And people are making all sorts of hubbub in town as you walk through.
What a warm, pleasant day.
Wow.
It is wonderful. I almost feel like smiling.
Almost.
So it's a regular town, Neil, with the regular.
This is the town where you
shops
met Newt, the man who is going to read the note for you and who you have to return the Philosopher's Stone to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I guess we are giving him the stone straight up, huh?
Yeah, and then he's gonna read the thing.
Should we have someone else analyze that stone real quick for us, just to make sure we're not making a mistake? I don't want to be more intelligent than you, sister. But should we?
Oh, I still have detect magic on me, so I guess I can detect magic on the stone. Just not doing it in the public. I guess I'll do it in the room or something.
Well, we know it's magic, don't we?
But she can detect what kind of magic?
Yeah, maybe.
Detect evil too? Like do everything?
I only have detect magic right now. But...
Neil, didn't I already know about the Luck Stone? Like I knew from ancient history.
Yes, you had learned from ancient lore that the Luck Stone is a shard of the staff that the world spins on.
Yes.
So
So
we're basically giving away power of the world, or
it just magnifies any magic, right? Is what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we already know that we're taking a huge risk with this guy because we don't really know if he's going to use it for evil, but we seem to have determined that he's kind of just an all-around neutral kind of guy.
but I just feel like having him read our scroll versus giving him that
that's what I was
stone
about to think.
is like, oh, I'll watch your dog if you give me 1,000,000 gold. No, like it doesn't sound very fair. So I think
Especially since we had to fend dragons off and befriend them, but that's a detail he doesn't need to know.
Well, the thing is, we know he's a very powerful man, and it is said that when one makes a deal with a very powerful man, one should beware of breaking said deal with them.
yeah, we probably fucked up when we made that deal. Just
Yeah.
saying, sisters. Just saying.
It said that we could have screwed the pooch, if you will.
Screw the pooch.
Also, we don't have any proof that, like, we don't even know what he does. He's not a magician, but I mean, why would a non-magician want a magical amplifier?
At this point, the red fox speaks up and says, "Well, you know, he's a good guy. He just kind of does his thing. I don't think you have any cause to mistrust him. After all, he sent me with you, and I've been nothing but a help."
That you have, little friend. So, as far as my vote, I say we take the stone to this man, and if nothing else, just make it a token of goodwill and hope that he might be our friend in the future. Because having powerful friends is never a bad thing.
Yeah.
Very good outlook to have.
I feel he would owe us a favor if we did that. Also, it reminds me in this ancient other time when we gave someone the power of a dragon. That was fucked up. Everything. We do not learn.
But you gave it to the person that they described as the big, bad, evil wizard who lived there. Like, he was labeled the evil wizard that lives in town. That was a slightly different situation.
We were pirates.
The amount of time we were fucking extremely suspicious for no reason, and then we're just like, oh, let's just give him a dragon.
He's outwardly evil. We don't need to worry about those secrets. It's fine.
At least he was clearly labeled. That's reassuring. You know where he stands. No surprises.
We knew we were gonna get fucked in the end.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna give him the thing, it's fine. But we should at least make him understand that we had to fend off dragons.
Yeah, I think that we should absolutely impress upon him the difficulty of the task that we did not anticipate.
And also that because we still brought him the stone and made this deal, we want to respect it, but we feel that he owes us something. And eventually we'll come back and we'll ask for that something.
Arcas, you should probably negotiate that. You're the best at that kind of thing.
Alright.
That's true, you have high charisma.
Yeah. If anything, I could just dance and sing and just like...
Yeah.
Do it like...
Give me more money. Alright. Oh, well, I guess we can just ask him also if he has any insight on the necromancer.
Yeah.
Or any advice. Anything more he can give for this awesome luckstone that I would love to have.
Well, is there anything else we need to take care of, or shall we just hurry back to give it to him?
I guess let's just give it.
Okay, so you're having this conversation as you're walking through town, and there's flocks of chicken passing you, people with oxen pulling carts filled with merchants' wares, and you slowly make your way to his little wooden tower near the off to the side of town. Again, you've got the couple of halflings near the front tending the gardens. They're like pruning bushes and digging out weeds. And they look up to notice you guys as you come down the nice little walkway towards his wooden tower.
Hello.
Hello! Are you here to see the master?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, if he's expecting you, just go on in.
Why, thank you. I curtsy deeply.
I go in while giggling.
Okay.
So we take up the luckstone. Who has the luckstone? You do, right, Arcas?
Arcas has it.
Oh yeah, because I was juggling.
Forgot it at the lake.
Neil's like, you never said you picked it up. Look at the VOD.
Look at the boss.
I wouldn't mind. Dragons!
Going back to the dragons. Let's bring some cows.
Okay, so you guys make your way up to his tower. It's surprisingly well insulated from the hustle and bustle of town, and you go up to the second story where his door is and give it a knock.
Knock, knock, knock.
He calls from within for you to enter.
We enter.
Okay. He's still seated in the same place that he was before, kind of surrounded by his books with his big beard hanging down, his poor postured, wrinkly face and sparse hair everywhere. And says, have you brought me my stone?
We have. Here it is. But I move forward. Like, we have it. Here it is. But you don't know what we had to go through to get it, sir, do you? Did you know about the dragons?
Did he know? I'm emphasizing what
Did you know about the 3 brother dragons?
The 3.
That we have to battle to get this stone?
I know now.
Could you have warned us about the dragons?
If I had known, I would have warned you.
Because right now, we still want to fulfill our part of the deal. But sir, you gotta understand all the risks that we went through. We had to kill some of the dragons.
You are
And it was-
demigods, aren't you? Was that really such a dangerous feat?
It was actually pretty dangerous.
He looks you up and down. You seem fairly intact.
That is true. Let me
Yeah,
check
that
my
is
health.
because
Oh,
I am a
yeah.
cleric and I can heal people and scars and wounds.
But
I actually almost got disfigured. You can't see because I fixed it, but it was horrible.
oh yeah, I had to save my sister's life, almost with my own life.
And
But thankfully,
yet
my
here you
charisma
stand.
saved us again. Yeah, well, I can't help but being how funny and how charismatic. The dragons just totally
He
oh.
moves
Can
a
you
couple of
finish
books
English?
and
Okay.
pulls out a piece of paper and kind of waves it back and forth. Do you want
Alright.
your letter?
Yes, we do, but we feel that you would probably owe us another deed eventually.
I would be in your debt, that is correct.
Exactly. So do we have a deal on that?
Yes.
Good. We'll figure out what the deed is in due time.
He
And then I hand him the
places
rock.
his hand out for the luckstone. Okay. Takes it and hands you back the same paper that you had before, and wrapped
And goes,
inside of it is another piece of paper that is the translation that he's written down.
Woo!
He says, it is an old language, so the translation may not be perfect. It is as close as I can get it, although some of the metaphors or meanings might have been lost. I made the translation as direct as possible.
Would you do us the kindness of reading it aloud to us? We're very excited to hear it.
You are not all literate, he says, and he pulls the paper back and
I'm literate. I just wanted to hear him say it.
reads it slowly to you. The prism is under construction, so it is time to mount the lens in place at the bird's nest. After that, we must recover the emerald on the silver string. Iron has failed us, so your magic must succeed. The enclosed wand will give you the power you need to clear a path, but first we must deal with the pebbles that threaten to stop the cart. Find and remove the half-breeds. We cannot have any more disturbances. Do not underestimate the power of the divines. May the dark light shine the most bright. And it's signed with a letter. I presume it's his first name, this person's first name. The translation, the pronunciation would be know not what it means. And,
What was the guy who we just defeated's name?
Zathrid.
Zathrid.
Yeah. And there's a postscript at the end. It says, send no messengers. They smell too sweet, and I cannot be discovered. And he folds it back and hands it to you guys, and I will now find a way to hand this to you guys.
Nice.
Thank you, kind sir. I don't mean to sound self-important, but do you suppose, brother and sister, that he may have been speaking about us?
Yes, I do. Although they used half-breeds as if it was a negative thing.
We all know it certainly is not.
No. And we will be full breeds soon, right?
Oh, hell the gods!
Oh, hell.
You might now be seeing a note on the page. Roll 20?
Yeah, I see it.
No.
Okay. So now if you take a look at Roll20, the third tab is the handout tab. And at any point you can now open up and it says Mysterious Note.
Oh, nice. I see it.
Yeah.
Is that
So
new?
At any point in time you can now check up on that note because you now have it.
But the feature of the notes and stuff, is that new? Or
The
it's
what?
better?
I think it was
Roll
there
20.
before.
Okay, cool.
You just never used it. It's pretty cool.
Sounds
Third
cool.
tab? I don't see tabs.
At the top right corner of Roll20, there's like a little newspaper folded over next to some pictures, next to some chat boxes. Those are tabs.
Ah, the journals one.
Journals tab. There we go.
Got it. Mysterious note. Awesome.
Okay.
We'll have to reread it.
Yeah. He looks at you guys and says, "Is there anything else you wish of me?"
Do you have any knowledge about the necromancer?
You must be
What's his
more
name?
specific.
Wait, is it Ramalad?
No,
Zathrid.
I know of Ramalad. We spoke of him
In
last time.
Fenthic. Yeah, you're right. I wrote it down. Ramalad and Fenthic. What's the name of the necromancer? I thought we had it.
Zathrid.
Yeah, Zathrid.
Write it down.
Yeah. I have it there, but I thought it was the guy we just met or something. Okay, got it. Zathrid the necromancer.
Do you have any idea whose name may start with "th"? That might be the person writing this note.
I've already said I do not know who it is.
And you don't happen to know Zathrid the necromancer? Who does have TH in his name?
I heard of him in recent times, but the things I hear say that you have brought about his end.
That is true. We have
Have
we have
you-
done as you say.
Do you know anything about that enclosed wand?
Whoever... This note must have come with a wand of some sorts. Where did you find the note? This letter?
Don't we have the wand? I thought one of
you?
us had it. Jen, don't you?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, I totally detected magic and found the evil magical necromancer stick. That's totally...
It's a stick, yeah.
It's the wand.
Yeah, so maybe he can tell us about it.
Would you like to take a look at the... Wait, are you able to identify magical items?
I am not a wizard. I am a sage.
Oh. I see. Yeah, I found the evil magical necromancer stick in the cave, so I guess it's what they're referring to. However, I guess you can't do much with it. You can look at it if it tells you anything. If you've ever seen it, heard of it. Just looks like a stick, really.
He shrugs. If you wish to give it to me for study, I may be able to find out what it is, if it has legends or lore about it. Otherwise...
That may be good because the note says that it would give him the power to clear a path to the bird's nest. So knowing where it might be related to would be very helpful to us.
Where do you know this place, the bird's nest?
No, have you any idea where it might be?
He shakes his head slowly.
I
Does
feel like
any-
we're gonna have to think and inquire more.
Does anything in the note strike a chord with you that may sound familiar? Good sage? I forget the sage's name, so I was just calling him Sage. Newt, sir.
He looks over it and says, Emma, you said you... Or no, Arcas. You said you believe you are the half-breeds mentioned here?
It was Emma, yeah. Emma said that because we've been weirdly attacked. But not that much yet. I guess it could be worse.
Well, Demigod, half-breeds. Sounds like they tried to find us with the 2 elves. What are their names?
We don't know yet. Yeah.
Adea.
We don't know yet. Power of the divine. No, it's probably against the gods.
Well, it sounds like there are a few places mentioned here. Wherever this fellow is.